Okay, so here is our last tutorial for what you can do for your Ancient China project. I do know most of you are already pretty familiar with Google, what are these? Google Slides. But I do just kind of want to show you some things. Now remember, iPad's different than my computer. Just remember that. So for your themes, I know you guys like to do silly themes, but like just make it easy. Okay, make it something easy. Like that looks pretty easy to me, or something like this. Okay, now what you always want to do is you want to make your title. So yours is going to be like your Ancient China project. Mine will still be Malala. I do not want it in all caps. Because she's just the information that I have. And then you want to put your name. By. Okay, so that's just what you want to do for your title. To add slides, there are different ways you can add slides with a different kind of layout. If you, no, there you go. So, okay, when you add to the plus button, you can see different kinds of layouts. A section header might be kind of nice, and you can kind of move it there. And you can put your subsection 1. Okay, subsection 1, and you can just write your subsection in there. So like instead of writing subsection 1, I would put childhood. Now remember, so usually when you get a little bit older and you make slides for different things, you make presentations for different things, you are not going to want to put a whole bunch of text on that. Okay, you're not going to, but for right now, that's what we're going to do. And then I realized, like, okay, my first subsection, not her childhood, my first subsection would be my introduction, because you need one as well for your project. So there's my introduction. Oh, I don't want that kind of slide anymore, so I can just delete it. Okay, I can just delete it. And so I just want title and body. Okay, there we go, my introduction. And then I just go back and I just copy it. I can just copy it. I want to make sure, I know that I changed the color on this, so I can change, didn't want to do that. I can change the color on this one. Fill color, border color. No, I don't know how to change the color on this one. All right there. Okay. Just want it all like that. And I can make it just a little bit bigger so people can read it. Some of you like to change the color. Oh, like, yeah, no, I'm not reading that. Okay, I'm not reading that. Make it black, make it dark gray, whatever. Some of you also like to do things like this. No, we're not doing this either. I'm not going to read that. Okay, make it a clear, easy one to read. Okay, nothing silly, nothing like in cursive. You guys can't even read cursive, so don't be like, oh yeah, no, you can't. I don't want to see it. And then even sometimes we can just get rid of our title because we already had our title on our other page. And then we have childhood, and then we can go through. And this one, remember, is a little bit longer, so we can even have it like that, change the page. And so when I do things like this, I want to make sure that they're the same. Okay, so I'm going to go, okay, I used Merriweather and 18. So on this one, okay, I need to make sure I'm in 18, and I don't want to use Arial anymore. I want to use Merriweather. I want to make sure it's the same. Okay, and I can delete that, and I can move maybe my text box up a little bit. Okay, but what I can also do is I can start adding in my text features here as well. Okay, and this one, it does a little bit different because we can add a text box. Okay, so we can add a text box and add in things. Maybe I don't want her blog right there. I'm going to get rid of it. Maybe I don't want that text box. Just delete it. I'll insert our image. And you can even search from the web. Search for Google Images, Malala childhood. Okay. These are none of the ones we want. So, I don't really see any. I'm not just going to pick a random one. Okay. So see if these don't really go with what I'm talking about right here. I'm talking when she was little right here. So I may just have to upload I upload from my computer. Usually yours just goes to pictures. Baby mama right there, open. See, way too big, so we do want to just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, a little bit smaller to add our text features. And remember, if we add in a picture, we do also need to add in our caption. So our text would be right here. Let's say Malala showing off her fashion as a very young girl. Okay. And this one does not need to be 18. You know, you can make that a little bit smaller, but I still want it to be in the same font. Okay, so there's how we can do that. But you also might want to have, you might want to just have slides that just have her picture or just have your infographic. So if I want to insert, I just, once again, just go from my, I think yours will always just be from pictures. And then we'll do that and we'll just add in education around the world. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit bigger. I don't want to make this one any smaller, but I can always kind of move my text box around, make my text box a little bit smaller if I want to talk about it on the side. Okay, just kind of moving it around. Okay, so hopefully that lets you get started. I know most of you already know how to create slides, but I just want to do this just in case. Make sure your font is easy to read. You can have slides that just have a picture on it. Try not to have too many words on one page. You remember, this subsection has all of this. But if I did all of this, if I just said, okay, you know what, I want all of this in there with her. Suddenly, this page is impossible to read. Okay, I wouldn't be able to do Meriwether 18. Like, yeah, no, that does not fit. And then I don't also want to do like 7 because like, okay, no one's going to want to read that. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you kind of separate it. Okay, I'm going to know we're in different subsections by our title screen right here, by our slide that lets me know we're in different subsections. Okay, so make sure that you don't add too much text in and you make it easy to read. Okay, happy creating.